That takes me to the proportionality. And I will take it from where Chris left it. So my name is Nelson Freeman, and I'm the 102 at the police. And I will jump on the question I have to do with the proportionality of our force. It's a good thing to think about proportionality, but we all have to know that we all are humans. We all have got rights, irrespective of the uniforms we're wearing. Chris is passionately speaking about his officer. Have you all thought about the officer who's in the hospital? Who's dying, who tooth got broken? How many questions from the rioters you heard that got a fracture? Or that got severely hurt? So if I'll be honest with proportionality, I think we were down this time around. Our proportion was even lesser than the resistance we experienced. And I think you should commend us for that. The principal of hot pursuit from Mr. Sharif. Arrests are in two folds. There are arrests with warrants and there are arrests without warrants. In this instant case, we did not go to effect an arrest. This was a plain view doctrine. Crime must be committed in our clear eyes. Why are you saying? The police should fold their hands? How are you going to be protected? Do you want us to sit back in the barracks? Do you want us to sit back at our headquarters and our cruising offices and see the street at more? We're just doing this because we have to protect you. This is what we signed up for. And this is a statutory mandate. And we will do it again if it has to repeat itself. This is what we signed up for, and we are ready to keep the peace no matter what. Whether or not our presence exacerbated the situation, it comes back to the same thing. Okay. So I'm the operational director. Next time I'll give you a try. When people take to the street and start to throw stones, I will keep my guys at the police headquarters. Let me stay for 1 hour or 2 hours. Let me see the level of damages that will be caused. Probably you will be the same ones in the room asking for me to be dismissed. Yeah. Because I can also be dismissed for commission, I can be dismissed for omission. Do you know that? I've got a duty to perform. My failure to perform my duty to cost me my job. Look, gentlemen, we're all adherents. We're all citizens. We all have got rights in this country. We've got nothing against anybody whatsoever. But we have got a duty. We have to keep the peace. If you think you're going to infringe on the rights of other road users, on the rights of other citizens, obviously the police will be out there to make sure you're protected. You got the right to demonstrate, for example. But everybody does not choose to demonstrate with you on the day you're demonstrating. Even you, the demonstrators, must be protected. Because you could come with a good intent. But other people jump among you because they want to make sure that your intentions are not accomplished. What do you expect us to do? Say fold our hands? No, we are not going to fold our hands. We're going to do what's required of us. Somebody said attempted murder. I think you should be charging the people who almost killed my officers for attempted murder and army. My officer's tooth is broken, he stayed in the hospital fighting for his life. So obviously if you it's not the weapon you use, it's the degree of injury that is sustained. These officers sustained serious bodily injury that will have cost them their lives. What do you expect us to charge people with? Petit larceny? No. We charge you appropriately.
One was adopted.
In accordance. One was adopted and dragged in the fence. Look, gentlemen, let's get politics out of this. I'm not a politician, I'm a police officer. I've done this all my life for 26 round years. 26 years I've been a police officer. I've had the opportunity to serve in 4 of the counties in Liberia, Maryland, Nimba, Basso, as county commander. I've had the opportunity to serve almost all the key sections in the Liberia National Police. I've stayed out of politics. I've never voted for any political party. I stand for my code of conduct. I'm a police officer. My job is to keep the peace, and we'll continue to keep the peace as long as we're here.
Thank you.
Somebody talk about police officer getting dismissed because they didn't wear a helmet. I mean, I appreciate that. In as much as we're trying to uphold the value of our institution, we're very much concerned about the conduct of our men. Because to enforce, you must uphold. I mean, you cannot say, don't do this, and you are the officer who's doing it. I heard you see what happened to an old-time friend from Daily Observer. When we were young officers, they carried us all over the place. I heard you talking about the doctrine that speaks to what was it? You say violate to enforce.
Violate to enforce.
Well, that used to be your old culture where it doesn't exist. There's no reason why you should violate to enforce. To enforce, you must uphold. So those officers were never dismissed. Those officers have been warned. Those officers are cautioned to say, we are asking people to wear helmets, and you, the police officer, should be the one to set the example. If you fail to wear a helmet, of course, administrative actions will be taken. Yes, 2 officers were suspended for not wearing a helmet, but I think the suspension has long been lifted.
Sure.
And they resumed work. So they were not dismissed. And that doctrine about violation to enforce does not apply in this ancient time. Basically, I don't know if I touched on everything else. And somebody said, well, our presence exacerbates the situation. Our presence should never exacerbate the situation, ladies and gentlemen. When you see the peace officer, you should be seeing sanity. You should be seeing peace. You should be feeling confident. That's why we are opening up to all of our actions. That's why we make sure the professional standard department is robust now in dealing with our own misconduct. We're out there. Watch us. Put the cameras on us. The last time I was at Zone 3, a police officer almost got dismissed because he went after a guy who's there for spoon. He went after somebody for spoon who took his picture. And we said, why are you going after somebody who's taking your picture? Then mean you're doing something that's not legit. Put the cameras on us. Watch our everyday dealings. We're not hiding. We don't have anything to hide. We're all here only because we're here. We're paid because of your taxes, and we'll uphold the law to the fullest and ensure that there's sanity in this country. Thank you.
I believe you've gotten the response you needed. That's something that I want to inform the press. One of the things here is that